All right, Chris Popper. I'm joined by Sarah and Deb here at the Cardiac Care Rehab Unit at Mount Desert Island Hospital. We're all wearing red because this is American Heart Month, and we're actually taping this on February 2nd, which is Wear Red Day.
Correct. Always the first Friday of the month.
All right. So,
February.
And it's important because, you know, cardiac disease is a silent killer. And you're going to give us some tips for people who are sitting down at their desk. I mean, I have this little Fitbit now that tells me, get up, move. And, you know, and it doesn't say move please, it just says move now. But that's a good thing. And, you know, it keeps me kind of aware because I sit down and I can be sedentary. Like yesterday I sat on the bleachers for 4 hours. I went to the dietitian and she said, have you been to the gym lately? And I said, there is no one that goes to the gym more often than I do.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's all calling basketball games. So tell us some of the tips that we can do to help and keep our blood moving, and it's important during American Heart Month.
Right. Well, the couple things we're going to show you at first would be good for anybody who has a desk job, who is seated for more than an hour or so at a time. You know, especially throughout the day, that really adds up. We had a demonstration earlier. We had talked to some employees, and what I had said is, sitting is the new smoking.
Ooh.
Meaning it is a significant risk factor they've identified now as contributing to heart disease and even some certain types of cancers. So you want to just, everything counts. You just need to move. And if you have a sedentary job, if you are home and, you know, watching TV and it's snowing out like it is, then, you know, these are a couple things you can do, you know, a couple times a day just to get your heart rate going, or more likely just circulation.
It's funny because, I mean, we've got a couple people at our office that have just gotten the new desks that sit-stand desks. And they're loving it. I mean, they're up, they're down. It's like being at a Catholic Mass. And I can say that because I'm Catholic. But, I mean, they're up and they're down, and they kind of keep track how much, and they're trying to increase their standing time during the day.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so the first one we're going to start with, you put your hands on and you can't lean back like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
yes, mother. Good
posture.
Good
posture, straight. That kind of, Deb's doing a little better than I am. A little edge of your seat, and your hands are here, and this looks like a not big motion, but you're going to lift your leg up and down very slowly. We do this slowly because you're trying to use If you just kind of go, it's just, that's momentum moving, not your muscles. So this, at first, and especially people watching, are probably thinking we're doing nothing, but it definitely adds up. So we'll do...
You should pull your stomach in too.
Yes, holding your stomach in the whole time.
Oh, good Lord.
That's
now we're starting to get it, you know.
A lot of work,
I know.
Okay, so...
I feel like Jack LaLanne.
And the important thing with this one is to do the same leg
10.
At least 10 to 12 times. Okay, good. And then you can switch legs. You can alternate, but the muscles get more out of it if you do the same leg repetitively for this exercise.
And this is good. I mean, if you've been driving and, you know, I mean, driving down from Bangor down here, it's an hour plus. I mean, this is good to do then afterwards.
Thought I was driving to Foxcroft tonight, but we're not.
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 and 8:30, 6:30 and 8.
That's 14.
Good. Okay.
So the next one, you're counting. I'll tell you, I'm doing this all
I'm always bad at counting. So the next one, you're going to get a little closer to the edge of your seat, and you want to make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. So, yep, a little wide enough base. We're going to get out of our chair.
Oh, Lord, I was comfortable. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So you're going to try to push your butt forward and push your heels into the ground. So you're going to, without using your arms, whoops. Yeah, see, I just lost my balance. And down.
Are we staying in the photo?
Oh, probably not.
My head.
Heads are out.
All right.
That's okay. And the idea of
this is how, this is like the decapitated.
Okay, you get the idea. The purpose of that is, when we usually would do 8 to 10, is a modified squat. So you really are doing a squat. You're using your body weight as resistance. And so if you're sitting at your desk, that takes what? 15 seconds. So
yeah, that's good.
yeah, so that's
you know, it's funny because we're sitting here, I'm a little bit more awake than what I was after doing this.
There's another one, we'll just do a couple of that, where you're still seated like this and you lift your leg out and back down. Out, down.
It's kind of like a quad.
Yeah, exactly. Your quadriceps, you know, people might say thigh muscle, your quadriceps are the largest muscle in your body.
I thought my gluteus was
Not the muscle.
Oh, okay.
So, therefore, it uses the most blood and oxygen. So, if you're doing something where you switch legs.
Good thing you're here. I'm telling you, I'd be here.
Don't want to do any more than we have to. Okay, so switch legs. So because it uses more blood and oxygen, that's why people get tired doing things that use them, such as going upstairs or walking up inclines. So this will help a little bit with that. And then we in here get people working up to having weights on their feet when they do this and that sort of thing.
Sometimes if people are just so weak, this is all that they can manage.
Yes. Okay, the next one, so now we've done a little bit with the legs, we've gone up and down. The next one, we're going to move a little, or stagger. So you come up forward, Deborah.
Are we all in the picture still?
You want to come over here?
Okay.
Okay. So this one, if you're sitting down and you need to do something, we're going to just go up, down. You could just do this, and then, again, these add up. And then to make it a little more difficult, and then also coordination-wise, we're going to go up, together,
you're going to move our feet.
out.
Oh, okay.
Together, up, out, up. Again, all while keeping your back nice and straight. Hold your stomach in. Out. And obviously, the faster you go.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So that's one you can do. You know, same thing. You can go out.
You can always add weights to them.
And how long should you be doing this? I mean, if you're doing these like reps of 10, should you be doing this like 5 minutes every hour, or? So
if you're at work, I would say if you can do that every 2 hours.
Okay.
It's nice if you can get up every hour. Sometimes that's not realistic, but I would say try to do something. You know, any bit of movement is good. I think are we going to end with just that? We had some bigger movements that we did with.
Yeah, and we took some photos, and
okay.
We'll have those, and we'll have the tips that you have, and we'll post those online.
Chris thinks it might be too strenuous for him.
I mean, you know, I got to work my way up to this. This is, you know, I don't want to be a full-born patient down here.
Yes, that's right. All right. Well, that was good, and some ideas to get moving.
Okay, so if people have questions, they can call the cardiac rehab unit, correct?
Sure.
And what's the number?
We're 288-5082, extension 1205. I can answer any questions. Of course, they will always say, you know,
see your doctor.
Yeah,
right.
before you do any exercise plan. But these are very reasonable, light, you know, non-impact things that people can do to at least start to get moving and incorporate into their workday, you know, or lunch break.
Well, and that's the thing, is that any kind of movement is good movement.
Yes, exactly.
And the more that you can move, the better.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. We'll have more American Heart videos sponsored by Mount Desert Island Hospital. Check our website at WDEA.am.